Officially live. Going to have to apologize a bit. Like, if you guys do hear some background noise, that is because I do have my AC turned on. It's necessary considering that it is a pretty hot day over here in New York, and I don't really take to heat all that well. However, I am now officially available to actually stream for at least a little bit, but tonight's stream is going to be short, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. However, I'm going to start opening tabs to make sure that I can actually monitor everything over here. So that I can make sure that the transmission is actually going alright. Jonathan Javier says, finally. I know, right? Thank you for stopping by. Shout out to Jonathan Javier, but that's not it. Shout out to Jonathan Javier's cousin. Of course, his cousin Peter. I'm never going to forget that. And I'm going to keep that going until you ask me to stop, basically. Until you're like, stop it, that's enough. Corey PK, late stream. I know, I left a message on the Tech Summit Discord explaining why, but essentially what happened is just that I had family over, and it would be pretty rude to like abandon them so that I could go stream, so I waited until they left for me to be able to come down and stream. But even then, after this stream, I still have some stuff to take care of, so this is still going to be a short stream nonetheless, and I do apologize for that. Either way, like, thank you so much for stopping by. I do very much appreciate it. And it looks like we are actually nearing the end of April, which means that we are nearing the end of the first Patreon giveaway that we are doing for this month. So like we're going to be doing these every single month on Patreon, but it looks like soon we will be choosing the winner for these. What's the last day of April? Let me see. It's going to be the 30th. Okay, so on Friday the 30th, I'm going to be choosing a winner. And then for next month, I'm actually going to be giving away a Stream Deck Mini, which I think is actually going to be pretty cool for like a lot of people that want like that extra utility and that extra help in streaming. So hopefully that'll be helpful. And oh, another thing too. So like when it comes to the rest of the videos left for April. Oh, Bloody Fedora, thank you for jumping in. How are you doing tonight? Well, you know what? How's everyone doing tonight in general? How's everything going? I guess I'll go ahead and switch over to the just chatting window over here. And let me see. I'm gonna take a look at my schedule just one more time. Okay, so on Monday there's going to be a live review of the Aston stealth microphone, and I think that that's going to be pretty exciting, considering that I've been promising that one for quite a while. So here it comes. Here it actually finally comes. I'm excited to show it to everybody. And then the video after that is actually going to be on aluminum Joy-Con swaps. And then the one after that is going to be on another microphone. It's going to be on the Samsung Q2U. Then it's going to be on a budget streaming setup. Then the best microphone arm. I went ahead and got my hands on four different microphone arms to test out at varying budgets and like just to see how they hold up. So that video is on that. Then there's a Hex Gaming controller video, which is basically on this Yu-Gi-Oh themed controller. And that's going to be a special one. And then right after that, we've got the tests. The best XLR microphone for streaming and YouTube V2. Eternal Fable says, yo to you. How are you doing tonight? Tonight's stream is going to be a short one, by the way, considering that unfortunately I am running short on time, pun intended. Just ate a burger. They didn't have changes to give me. Oh, they didn't have change to give me. I'm just gonna say it this way again. 10 reals. So they instead offered me another burger, and I accepted. So one for my mother. Oh, one for me and one for my mother. Oh, okay. Well, that sounds pretty good. That's so like, did it end up being cheaper as a result? Like it's not what ended up happening? Jamal, watching your stream is starting to be a part of my routine after waking up. You know, I am happy to hear that. It makes me feel good to hear that. So thank you. I'm glad that that you tune in as often as you do. I do appreciate it quite a lot. Dylan says my HyperX Quadcast makes me sound like an alien when I talk close to it. Is that normal? No, that is not normal. Not whatsoever. I never had those issues with mine. Do you think that you might have a defective unit? Or maybe something on voice mod's active? Or something like that. Blade Fedora says, yup, cheaper promotion, but I saw no promotion. So I guess they just made one up on the fly. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, like, they couldn't just say, hey, so, like, would you mind not taking your change back? Because I'm sure that you don't want any of your money back. I don't know, it just sounds odd. But voice mod makes it sound normal. Oh, okay, then in that case, just keep voice mod on. It sounds like there's some kind of issue with your microphone though, if it is causing that. You're not supposed to sound like an alien of any kind. Like whatsoever. Do make sure that you have it in the cardioid pattern for the best results as well. Okay. Yep. So, there have actually been some news regarding Apple products, considering that the Apple event was actually on the 20th, and that was actually a pretty sick event in my opinion. Jamal asks, is it better to use a windscreen or a pop filter? A pop filter is better. When it comes to taking care of plosives, a pop filter is always going to be better than an actual windscreen. The reason for that is because a pop filter is a lot thinner, and like it doesn't mess with the overall quality of the sound, while still being able to get rid of plosives, which is a win-win. However, when it comes to a windscreen, it can help with plosives, but there's going to be a bit of a difference in the sound, usually when it comes to sibilances. So like for instance, on this microphone, if I had a windscreen on and if I said anything with the letter S, it would be extra, well, it wouldn't be quite as emphasized, like it would be a little tuned out. It would be almost like having a de-esser on. So generally I do prefer a pop filter, but I don't like those really big ones, so like I got this tiny one, that fits my microphone perfectly. Oh snap, it's like touching it. Okay. I saw it, they really didn't have money. They had to come up with something. Lucky me. Yeah, I guess that in this case, you went on the day where they just happened to not have any cash. Dylan, AirPods Max, LMAO, overpriced garbage. I do hope to be able to get my hands on a pair of AirPods Max because I do want to review them. I want to know what they sound like, and at least have an opinion on them. I would love to. Unfortunately, I've never been able to even see them in person. So yeah, like I've just been waiting for the chance. Roast them. If they deserve to be roasted, then yes. But chances are that I will most likely end up roasting them because, I mean, like for $550, they better be offering stellar sound quality. There is nothing, like nothing great there. By the way, your pop filter is making a fuzzy sound on microphone. I don't think that that's my my pop filter. So I actually have an AC turned on, and I do have a noise gate. So every time I talk, the noise from the AC comes through, and that ends up sounding a little bit fuzzy. So like, it's not the pop filter, it's just my settings and the fact that I have my AC on. And that's going to be happening quite a lot as it gets warmer as well. So I do ask that you guys bear with me, please. I mean, like, if anything, if it ends up being really bothersome, then like I'll probably end up swapping microphones to a different one that has better sound rejection than this one. At least like temporarily, but yeah. Now going back to the Apple event. They announced the M1 iPad Pro, which is the thing that I'm the most excited about. I cannot wait for that to come out. I'm actually thinking of upgrading to the 12-inch MacBook, iPad Pro, because I'm starting to think that when it comes to editing and things like that, that kind of size could actually come in handy. So I think that I'm going to end up upgrading to that one. And since it is an M1 chip, it should perform way better, even in terms of battery life. Have you experienced any irregularities in your credit card transactions during the pandemic? I've had a few phantom transactions when buying on Amazon. You see, I kind of feel like I have, but I don't know if it is just me buying a lot and not noticing it, or if it is actually like somebody else making random transactions on my behalf with my card information. But I have noticed some transactions that I don't particularly recognize, but they do tend to be small. But that's been always the case. So like, I'm pretty sure that that's just in my head. I haven't asked. I don't have change. You too, do you have anything under that price then? And they, as a matter of fact, there is. I checked. There was no promotion or anything. They came up with it. Oh, I see. They're just like, okay, well, yeah, another burger. Here you go. Torture says, yo. Hello, Torture. Thanks for jumping in. Half the price of a usual Whopper. Lucky me, indeed. You got a 2-for-1. So that's pretty awesome. I'm personally not that big into Burger King myself. Not a big fan of their fries. I'm not a big fan of their nuggets. But hey, like I can stand them, I guess. Stand, not stan. Jamal says, though I got a fix through their customer support, they told me their servers are sometimes cracking up because of the surge of online orders. Ah, I see. You see, like that makes sense. Like they probably just end up making mistakes like that and it ends up getting fixed after the fact. Lawrence Mayer, thanks for stopping by. From the Apple event, the keyboard with the Touch ID will be interesting. Yeah, I also thought that would be fairly interesting. I think that they're going to include those with the new iMacs, right? From what little I can tell from the announcement, I can't see any reason that the keyboard can't work with M1 Mac Mini. Yeah, right. I mean, like, it's just a wireless keyboard, right? So like it should be able to work with an M1 Mac Mini. I actually do plan on getting myself an M1 Mac Mini for my own workflow because there are times where I do need a Mac. So if something like that ended up working with the Mac Mini M1, then that would be pretty awesome. Torture. By the way, when you talk, there's noise in the background. I know. So like, I do apologize for that. The reason for it is because I do have a noise gate on, and I have my air conditioner on, which is over there. So unfortunately, every time I talk, the sound from the AC gets through. So maybe I'm better off just like closing off the noise gate so that it's not so distracting. Let me see. I have to delve into my GoXLR settings here. Let me see. Where's that noise gate? Ah, here it is. Okay. There you go. So that's just what it's going to sound like the entire time. I mean, let me know if you prefer with a noise gate or without a noise gate. What about a Chick-fil-A? I'll be honest with you. I've never had Chick-fil-A in my life, and it is mostly because there aren't any near me. Would love to see camera reviews in the future. I would love to make them as well. I would like to get my hands on some more cameras, of course. Like, I've been wanting to get my hands on the Sony A6600, even on the A5100, but unfortunately, those cameras are like just a bit out of my budget. And considering that things on YouTube regarding ad revenue are only getting worse and worse, like by the day, the likelihood of me being able to directly purchase review units and that kind of thing is getting lower and lower. But I will try, of course, since I do like making camera reviews as well. Secure Enclave is in the keyboard. I don't know what Secure Enclave is exactly. I do know how to read it, at least I think I do. Could you please explain? I thought it was raining. No, it's not supposed to rain in New York until tomorrow. So we are still going to be dealing with that until, well, tomorrow is really when it's just going to start raining. Today was actually a very beautiful and sunny day. But of course, the world just wanted to on my Sunday. So they wanted to make sure that it rained on that day. But it's not going to rain all day. It looks like it's only going to rain in the morning, but let's see how long that lasts. Usually right after it rains, it gets pretty nasty out, so we'll have to see about that. Cordialis says, hey, hello to you. Welcome in. I hope that you're having a wonderful time so far. Lawrence Mayer. It is the Touch ID and dedicated portion of the chip. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Secure Enclave. That actually makes a lot of sense. I'm sorry that I did not make that connection right away when I should have. However, like going back to the Apple event, I would say that there are definitely a lot of exciting things from there, in my opinion at least. But again, like the most exciting thing to me are going to be the iPad Pros. Hopefully I can get my hands on one. I'm probably going to try to trade in my 11-inch iPad in exchange for the 12-inch and, well, the 12.9-inch, and then like pay the difference. So we'll see. Coming from your PD70 review. Oh, sick. I hope that you did enjoy that review, by the way. I thought that the PD70 was a fantastic microphone. So thank you for stopping by. Understandable. Apple speak, yeah. It's like it's like when you go to Starbucks, or like when I when I go to Starbucks, I don't ask for like a grande or venti. I just say I like some sweet coffee, large cream, and they're like coming right up. What are your thoughts about conference meeting apps, Skype, Zoom, Discord, WebEx, etc.? My thoughts are that, I mean, Skype is still getting support by Microsoft, and I, unfortunately, do still have a Skype account, because the people that I work with, for some reason, want to use Skype. So I am kind of stuck using Skype, but I'm not a particularly big fan of Skype, per se. When it comes to Discord, I honestly find Discord to be pretty convoluted, and like you can easily lose a bunch of different like channels and things like that. And that's one thing that I don't like about Discord, that it can get pretty messy. So, but I do think that Discord handles communications pretty well. Zoom is a platform that I don't even like talking about, because when I was in school for my last semester before I graduated, I had to use Zoom, and Jesus Christ, I got tired of that app pretty quickly. WebEx I've never used, so I don't really have an opinion on that one. However, like going back to Zoom, Zoom was a pretty decent performer. Like I would say that it is particularly good for having a lot of people in one place at one time. I believe that they've at least managed the infrastructure so that it would be that way. So, yeah, like Zoom's neat, but if I were to pick one of these applications for myself to use, it's Discord. I already use Discord the most, even though I don't completely understand it. Cordialis says I did. Aw, well, I very much appreciate it, and I do hope that you end up sticking around for many more microphone reviews. Actually, on Monday, there's going to be a review of the Aston Stealth. Then, just a couple of days after that, there's going to be a review of the Samsung Q2U, which is going to be pretty cool. And then, just a little bit later from there, there's going to be a full-on comparison between a whole bunch of different XLR microphones, 14 of them actually. And those are going to include the Samsung Q2U, the Rode PodMic, the Blue Ember, the PreSonus PD70. There's also going to be the Movo VSM7. There's also the CK Mova SMX or SXM3. And there's going to be the Electro Voice ND46. There's going to be the Blue Spark. Hey, I very much appreciate that follow. So thank you, Cordialis, for that follow. I do very much appreciate it. And let me know if I am pronouncing your username correctly. So yeah, the Blue Spark is coming. The Audio Technica BP40 is definitely going to be on there. The Samsung Q9U is going to be on there too. Sure, SM7B is going to be there. Aston Stealth. The RE27, which is the microphone I'm using right now, is also going to be there. So it is quite a selection of microphones, no doubt. So I think that it is going to be a pretty interesting comparison, and I hope that you guys end up enjoying it. Do you have the Mono AM200 sound card? It's like a budget option for an audio interface with sound effects. I think I know which one you're talking about. Let me go to Amazon. Let's see, Mono AM200. Because I did receive... Okay, it looks like we were thinking of exactly the same thing. I do already have a review of it on the channel, so feel free to watch that. Even though, like, I did record the entire review using the denoiser, which made the audio sound kind of weird. The included microphone actually sounds pretty good. However, the issue is that I found that it appears that it only works with this microphone, like with the included microphone. But yes, there is a review on the channel for it if you're interested in watching it. I just have it listed as the Monocaster Lite, which is like the official name, and then like the code name is more like AUAM200S1. Cordialis. It's meant to be pronounced in French, so don't worry. Okay, gotcha. You can call me Corgi. Okay, no worries. Corgi, thank you for stopping by. That is very well appreciated. And give me just 1 second. Noah, is everything okay?
Yeah. I won the first. I didn't want the first time. I won the second time.
The second time?
Yeah, I was by one, and I was by the other one next to me.
Okay.
It was the other one. I forgot the name. And now I'm going to go to living room.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm not good at it.
Hey, well that's okay. Well that's what practice is for, right?
Yeah, but I'm still going to play at him. He's better than no one else. Wait.
Leavador says, I wanted to share a video with you, but you shouldn't watch it on stream. There might be words not appropriate or music copyrighted. Thank you. I appreciate that consideration. It is unfortunate that everything is a no-no on Twitch and YouTube. I know. Like, it is just hard to tell what things you can't actually commentate on, because like you can just get a copyright claim and then get demonetized from that, and it's already happened a couple of times. Jamuel saw it. Nice. It was uploaded just 3 weeks ago. Kind of weird that I wasn't notified since I got the notification bell on. Huh. Well, that is strange. Sometimes I feel like YouTube is just shadow banning me. Sometimes it does feel like YouTube doesn't exactly like me. Because oftentimes on some videos that you would think would get like a lot more attention than they actually do, don't end up don't really end up getting all that much attention. So I think that YouTube is just being very selective about what they end up showing off. I don't know why, but yeah, it is really weird that YouTube is behaving that way. But yeah, like that audio interface, if you are starting, the Monocaster Lite is honestly a really cool product. And the included microphone actually sounds pretty good as well. So like if you aren't interested in a budget setup, I would recommend that you stick with something like that. However, the only thing is just that unfortunately, when it comes to the Monocaster Lite, you are limited to just one microphone. So like if you ever want to upgrade, at least as far as I'm aware, because I did try to test a couple of other microphones and it did not work at all, you would have to replace the entire interface as well. So do keep that in mind. For the quality of your reviews and video quality, I kind of thought you have at least 100k subs. Well, thank you. I am glad that I was able to fool you into thinking I had 100k subs. But I guess that I just have a kind of a philosophy around that, or like some kind of rule of thumb, where it's like if one day I do want to get to 100,000 subscribers, I better act like I have 100,000 subscribers now, and upload content like I would if I had that kind of following. It's been expensive, but I can't say that it hasn't been worth it, at least like for building a portfolio, right? Hey, did you watch the video link that I gave you yesterday? If you did, what did you feel? Okay, so I did not get to watch it. However, what I'm going to do is, well, can you drop a link again? Because I do think I lost it. I apologize for that. For you to look for it, but you shouldn't watch on stream. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem. So that would be the name of... Oh, okay. So the name of the video was Luke Spurville, French versus English. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just toss that to the side. It's from Latana de Voila, right? I do not speak any French. Oh goodness, just like a tad bit of audio play there. The gods of Twitch and YouTube, please forgive me. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, sweet, thank you. Who's your favorite YouTuber? That's a good question. My favorite YouTuber would probably have to be currently Harris Heller. I do end up watching the vast majority of his videos. And I think that he's just like a very positive influence for the community, no doubt. However, before him, I would say that like I used to be a massive fan of like Dave Lee I used to be a massive fan of Linus Tech Tips as well. Uh, but like when it comes to some tech channels, it's not that they're doing anything wrong at all. Like their content is only getting better. And the thing is just that like over time I kind of end up falling off from those, like surprisingly. So yeah, but Harris Heller is currently one of the YouTubers that I watch the most, and I would consider him to be my favorite. Ah, that's it. Can't you just watch it and mute your mic? I mean, I can mute the desktop audio, probably. Let me see if that will work at all, though. Let's see. Okay, so there's going to be a bit of a reaction here. Let's try our best. Desktop audio off. Okay, let's see what happens. I don't trust you've been muted. Okay, you guys don't hear anything, right?
I won again.
You did?
Yeah.
Awesome job.
Look, a zombie. What?
I'm watching it right now and listening, by the way. I don't think you guys can hear it all. I'm not showing anything. But you can't hear the actual song, I mean, right? We can't. Okay, good. Okay. So my honest thoughts is definitely not my taste in music. Um the singing was good, I would say. However, like it's just not my thing. So those are my thoughts essentially. I didn't necessarily feel anything in particular. Like immediately the way that I judged it is just as a uh um as like a song. And there are songs that really make me feel, of course. However, I didn't really get the same impression with this one myself. However, it was good singing, and I did appreciate like the silence of the background. It just put a lot of attention towards the vocals themselves. And those are essentially my thoughts summed up. No actual song, only your audio. Okay, good. So that means I cannot get in trouble. You hear that, YouTube? I cannot get in trouble for just saying that I played a video, but I didn't show or express or, well, I guess share any kind of audio with anybody. So YouTube, stop it. Shall I tell you what that actually was? Yeah, sure, if you want. Jamal asks, "What? How are you with horror movies? I love horror films. I'm particularly into thriller. Like stuff that's not necessarily supernatural. I want to say. Like stuff that is more grounded. Like Netflix films such as Creep, for instance. Just has to do with like one guy that keeps stalking another guy and that kind of thing. I did watch Human Centipede 1 and 2, but I haven't watched 3, and I don't know if I ever will. I enjoy gore stuff. I can't say that I necessarily watch a horror film for the gore. I mostly watch it for the themes. Like for instance, VHS 2, I think it was. They did have like one video clip that it was absolutely insane. Like, Jesus Christ. I think it took place somewhere in Mongolia. I think. Don't quote me on that. Um, and essentially what happened, is just, um, that, well, this camera crew went in because they wanted to interview, this cult, in this particular place. Uh, and I would say that, um, that when they went in there, like things seemed mostly normal, and then like it really started to seem very cultish, and then like the leader of the cult was not very charismatic, and then like he just started like harming himself, and then like eventually everyone in there just turned into like demon spawn. Like there was just a bunch of like after the fact, and then they tried to take one of the pregnant women in the movie, and then they made it so that she gave birth to some kind of demon that just like popped out, and when the one surviving guy with the camera tried to run off, that demon just flew straight at him. Like he got in the car, he drove off, but the demon still caught up to him and just flipped over the car, and at the end it called him father. And that was like the best VHS clip from the VHS movies that I've watched so far, in my opinion at least. Today I had a dream with 4 to 5 layers inside the dream, all of them lucid. To wake up was nightmarishly difficult. Oh yeah? Moshak says, well, in Islam we have our holy book called the Quran, and this was one of the chapters of the Quran recited, so it's not a song, it's the words of God. But hey, I like your reply to it. God bless you. Oh, thank you. I gotcha. I mean, that is done often too on my side. Are you and Blade Fedora related? No, we're not related. We met over Twitch. He knows what I look like. I don't know what he looks like. The third Human Centipede movie was about a jail warden who tested the centipede idea on the prisoners. Yeah, like, I heard that it was composed of like 500 prisoners, I think. Prison inmates, which was pretty crazy. Every time I was waking up, it was like appearing into another dimension or house or different layer of my mind, from a beach home to a weird mixture of my home with a shadowy palace. When I actually woke up, I was so confused. I had to double/triple check the sensations in my body in the real world. I guess it was to like basically confirm that you weren't actually awake, huh? I mean, it does happen. Like sometimes you're just not really aware if you are actually awake, or if you are still asleep and dreaming. You're not even aware if you're dreaming in the first place. Shockwave decided to stop by. Says, yo, hello to you, Shockwave. How's it going? And Noah, what are you doing? I am so sorry, guys. I'm gonna mute this microphone for now because I'm wearing an open back pair of headphones, and when I turn around, like I don't want my my microphone to start screeching. So hang on. Alright, sorry guys, and by the way, Shockwave, I saw that. Thank you very much for that Prime. I very much appreciate that subscription. It'll definitely come in handy, especially moving forward, so I do very much appreciate it. Bloody Fedora says, yeah, it was so lucid. I was actually confused. I bet. um, I'm. I mean, like it must be. It must be pretty difficult. Like being able to tell the difference of whether or not you're actually asleep, and then of whether or not you're actually awake. What store would you think is the best one to have a shopping spree? My pick will be an Apple store. I'm guessing that you're referring like in person. So when it comes to in person for shopping sprees, I would say that I have had mostly my fill in places like Best Buy, and even Target, for like Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Legos and things of the like. But usually when I do shopping sprees, if it's like in person, it ends up just being for clothes and stuff like that to like upgrade my wardrobe and that kind of thing. Like Henley shirts, I like to buy a lot of these. And when it comes to like technology, I almost always shop online. It's very rare that I shop in person. However, going to the B&H store in New York City is honestly a pleasure because you just get to see like a bunch of items, like going through rails and stuff, and like being like transported from like one side of the store to another, and it's just really really cool. And like you get to see your own items coming about just like that. Hydrate time. Oh, that's right. I actually forgot to open up my Twitch over here. So thank you for reminding me. Wait, is it really time to hydrate? I don't see the points being spent, but I'm not going to complain because I am a little thirsty. Alright, hydration. Hydration fulfilled. But don't worry, my real face is not that intimidating. My body, on the other hand, is a mixture between robust, mini Olog, and softy pillow. I'm not that tall. I think my height is 5'6" or 5'8". Not sure, but I can see why some people would be wary to my sheer size. I see. I mean, I guess that your build would probably help in that in keeping the wrong people away from you, which is hopefully a good thing. I have trust issues with delivery handlers for gadgets. I do not blame you at all, whatsoever. And the reason for that is because USPS on... I'm gonna go on a short rant about USPS. And, like, some of you might say, yeah, you know, like, they're probably just having issues due to COVID and that kind of thing. Which is probably true. But I don't think that they're really having that many issues. So many that they would even go as far as to mark your package as delivered and then wait days to actually drop it off, which is super annoying, and I absolutely hate that about them. Like if you're not going to show up, just say that you're not going to show up. Stop making me think, or stop making me expect an item today that's not actually going to get here, because otherwise I would have tried to get other stuff done instead of waiting to receive that stuff. Like there were a lot of packages this week, for instance. If you want, I can spend more for the points you show. Oh, you did. I see. Water bottle has been killed. So there you go. I have officially hydrated. I did what I was made to do. Lauren says, yes, B&H Photo is a great experience. One could get lost in there for days. Definitely. I love that store. I think that it is a great place. Staff isn't necessarily like the friendliest ever, but it's fine. Like they just seem more reserved, if anything, like more to themselves. However, like The staff at my closest micro center, the people there are just really weird. It's a little weird shopping there. But my face is not that scary. Don't worry. The unfortunate thing is some people still love to bully or annoy you, even when you can just end them. So yeah, some people are just dumb. I'm going to take your asterisk and translate them as dumb. Uh, USPS in New York City is worse than most anywhere else in the country. I would be willing to believe that. Like a lot of USPS carriers are rude. If you go to the post office, USPS post office, they're pretty rude over there. Not always, but oftentimes I have come across that. Or like they're just very dry, and it's not necessarily that I would expect them to keep a smile up the entire time. But you know, like just uh, I don't know. I I just feel awkward interacting with them. I found out what was causing lag in games on my PC, and it's my DRAMless SSD holding my Windows. DRAMless? What do you mean by that? I ordered an NVMe. It is good that you ordered an NVMe. That's going to help a lot when it comes to load times and that kind of thing. But you should get one of a sizable chunk, I would say. Oh, DRAM. DRAMless. Okay, got it. I was like, DRAMless? What is that? I once ordered a headphone online. The box was deformed, which means it got dropped pretty bad. Thank God that the headphones worked fine. Refunds and warranties are tough nowadays. That is indeed true. However, I have found that Amazon is actually very good about that. Like anytime that I have had any issues, Amazon is just like holding my hand right there for me, saying, "We got your back. We're here for you." It's eBay that I would watch out for, if anything. But yeah, like with places like Amazon, you usually pretty good. I love Amazon. Yeah, same. I love shopping there. I'm always very comfortable contacting Amazon customer support because they're always friendly. Sometimes, like they just make random banter, and it's kind of funny. And you just end up having like a nice conversation with them. I have never had like a straight up bad interaction with an Amazon employee. Bloody Fedora has 36,334 points, which is awesome. You're getting to that point. You're definitely way past the quarter line. I think you're closer to halfway there actually. And that's why Bezos is rich. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, like having great customer service is very important to any business. I need to save 3,000 points. Why? What's on the 3,000 points? I actually kind of forgot. I'm going to go ahead and check myself though. Let me see. Because I actually did kind of. Oh, I see. The singing a song. Okay. I can't believe that I completely forgot about that. But sure, yeah. I'd be happy to sing a song. I can't sing, but I'll sing for you guys. I was made to sing "Baby" once on stream, like "Baby" by Justin Bieber. I had a great time. I even used the voice changer to help me out there. What's your hidden talent? My hidden talent. Drawing wouldn't be the hidden talent whatsoever. I would say that I can do like the death metal growling pretty well. I guess that's my hidden talent, if you would even consider that a talent. But yeah, like that's probably it. besides that, like I don't really have that many talents. I don't think.
I
Hmm. You do have me thinking though, because I do wonder if there's anything else hidden within, some kind of potential that I just have not unlocked. Uh, because I mean I'm not really very good at voice acting. Um, like I can do some voices, but like oftentimes I end up butchering those. Like I can do very few ones essentially. So yeah, like I would say like the metal growling is probably the best I've got in terms of a hidden talent. I know that I can dream, but I'm unsure about my talents. I don't know. I, I mean, your dreaming, I would say, like your level of dreaming isn't so much a talent as much as it is, like just a specialty. Like, like it's just a little bit different because it happens completely accidentally. You know, like you can't really control it. Talents, if you have them, then you can control them. From a few times I have seen you drawing, it is very good to say the least. Oh, thank you. I very much appreciate it. I do appreciate that quite a bit. Oh, hang on a second. My nephew is requesting me. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I don't know. Like maybe strength, but I think that that's just a trait. Yeah, like I would say that that's more so like a trait. What does your daily schedule look like? Um, so when it comes to my schedule, I'm actually surprisingly organized. So like I wake up, I turn on my computer, and then while it's booting up and stuff, I go upstairs to go and grab some coffee, and then I come right back downstairs with my coffee, and then I look through emails, I look through the things that I'm supposed to do for the day, and then once I have that settled, I just get to work on everything that I'm supposed to do for the day, and that usually involves writing a script for a video, testing out a product, or recording B-roll or A-roll for it, or edit a video, or oftentimes all of them at the same time, or all of them at once. And then if it is a streaming day, I will make sure to make myself available at around 8 p.m. to stream, or if it is like a microphone review day, I will also make time to stream on that same day. And then right after I get off of my computer, I pretty much just go straight to bed from there. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you sure? I'm sorry, guys. My nephew just kind of launched himself, so I just got a little scared. And even then, I don't consider myself that strong. It is mostly just pure mass. I would say that it's kind of like the same for me. Like, I don't really think that I'm that strong, but uh, my body might indicate otherwise. And it is really just that, essentially. But now, with that said, I would like to go ahead and actually thank all of you for stopping by tonight's live stream. And I do recognize that tonight's live stream was a short one. Again, I do apologize for that. It is simply that I do have more work to get done, since I had to spend time with my family and all that. So with that said, again, thank you so much for jumping in, and I do wish you all a wonderful night, and I hope to see you on the next one. I'll be streaming again on Monday, so I'll be seeing you then. Until then, have a wonderful night. Good night, Bloody Fedora. Good night, Jamal. Good night, Lawrence. Good night, Shockwave, and also good night to Cordialis as well. Yes. And anybody else who's watching at this time, have a wonderful night. Enjoy.